The U.S. Defense Department released the estimated cost of maintaining American troops in Korea, nearly $4.5 billion. This comes at a time when President Trump is demanding Seoul pay $5 billion a year. Eum Ji-young help us look beyond the numbers.
The Pentagon says the U.S. military's presence in South Korea costs roughly $4.5 billion based on the Defense Department estimates for 2020, which were drawn up in March and released on Tuesday. According to the estimates, the cost of maintaining military personnel was about $2.1 billion. The cost for operations and maintenance stood at roughly $2.2 billion, and family housing in South Korea cost about $140 million. These, along with other revolving costs for special purposes, brought the total to around $4.46 billion. According to CNN and The Washington Post, the $4.5 billion price tag came out of thin air, however, as a way of matching President Trump's demands. For next year, President Trump has reportedly asked Seoul to pay $5 billion, or about 5 times more than this year.
South Korea's share of cost sharing includes the labor cost of Korean workers hired by U.S. forces in Korea, the construction of military facilities, and logistics support. But the U.S. government has added to that, including costs related to combined military exercises, to try and match the figure President Trump demanded.
Another expert says the Trump administration is demanding South Korea to pay more because of next year's presidential election.
With a presidential election coming up, President Trump is demanding that allies, including South Korea, Japan, and NATO, pay more for their defense to reduce the burden on American taxpayers. The Trump administration is pressuring South Korea, assuming it will help get other countries to pay more too.
Sources say that because they are already making substantial contributions, U.S. allies are not likely to agree to such a sharp rise in costs unless they see a legitimate reason to. Eum Ji-young, Arirang News.